time to create a superior physique. In my previous cycle, I didn't put on 20 pounds, I put on 30 pounds of mass. I used testosterone and Deca. And in the last 4 months, I've just been cruising on 200 milligrams of test. And optimizing my blood work. Calories have been set to maintenance, and halfway through that, I did a mini diet for insulin resistance. Let's create the cycle. Blood work is going to hugely influence what I do. In my younger years, I never applied this principle. Oh, shit! Like a fool, I would assume my individual aromatization rate. You will convert more testosterone to estrogen if you have a higher body fat. This would lead to me sabotaging my results very early on. I would deploy the wrong compound with clueless anabolic ratios. From my latest lab results, I know I'm not a good candidate for nandrolone or increasing my testosterone dose because my E2 serum concentrations are elevated, which isn't a bad thing. I wanted them slightly higher in this health phase. Because in previous years, I was using DHTs too much and I was living at very low estrogen levels, not healthy.
I don't feel so good.
My SHBG is over the reference range. Since I'm going on a cutting phase, all that bound up SHBG will be lowered from a DHT-derived steroid that will come in. Also, the main values in my red blood count are a little low. That's fine because what I've got coming in is going to elevate them. These are the kind of biomarkers, the ones that won't get done before they start their cycle. My starting testosterone dose is 200 milligrams per week. For testicular function, I will be adding in HCG 500 international units every other day. Now I'm looking for a well-tolerated compound that's going to manage my estrogen, elevate my blood count safely, as well as being a main driver for lean muscle growth. Any ideas? Trend. Primobolan, correct. This specific test to primo ratio is for my blood work, my genetics, my body fat. The estrogen suppression is going to be prevalent from the primobolan, which is good at my estrogen levels. There's a magic formula and it goes like this. Test primo NPP. The exciting thing is I've never used this combo in a cutting phase. Once the primo is up and running and it's handling my estrogen nicely and I'm getting drier and leaner, I might be looking a little bit flat. That's where I'll add in the NPP for intramuscular fullness and more nitrogen retention. As I go through the cycle, I'll be able to get bigger and leaner. Always minimum effective dosages, not maximum tolerable dosages. Test Primo and NPP will be the stars of the show.
Trust me.
But there will be some supporting roles coming in at the end of the movie. Mastron is a solid androgen for decreasing the cellular water from the NPP and giving me more strength. It always gives me that granite hard look when I'm under 10% body fat though. Anavar or T-Bol will be used in a sparing manner towards the end when my calories are low and I need a superhuman boost pre-workout. Remember, orals are not compounds to create protein expression, so I'll never use them to build muscle.
This is Sparta!
Injectables are far superior, and I have a heavy hitter on hand if I need it. Oh yeah, what you got? Injectable D-Bol. Ooh. I know, right? They're gonna have to remove the gym doors to get you out at the end. Due to the half-life, I would only use this pre-workout so I can leverage the acute performance effects that it's gonna bring me. The guys that win on a cycle, they have flexibility in their plans. Any moment, you could get lab work back and that will change everything. So for my first 4 weeks, I'll keep my calories at maintenance. I will step my training up in the gym and I'll do more cardio. Then I'll be getting my blood work at the end of week 3. Depending on my results and physique changes, I will then go into a calorie deficit. Has the Primo lowered my estrogen enough to bring in the nandrolone? Am I getting great results from that Primo so I can ride that wave, add in the nandrolone later? I'm only going to know these types of things in the moment. When you're on gear, it's best to have a plan for the month and then figure out as you go. Huge mistake is having a poorly planned cycle and then just blindly following it. It shouldn't be a cookie cutter approach, because the last time I checked, no two people are the same. We're the same though. We may look the same, but you're dumber. Hey, that's not very friendly. Only joking. Down the road, I'll have a lot less food coming in, so it's important that I add in the right supplements to combat that. And they'll be in alignment with the profile of compounds that I'm taking. It's very difficult to take 10 health supplements that you know that are beneficial for you and not feel great, because you'll be making the right choices and that will accelerate everything you do, putting a smile on your face. If you need guidance and clarity on your next cycle so you can do it safely, you can contact me below this video. Hit that link, reach out, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. You've got a choice of 2 videos coming up next. The first one is all about this cycle's next phase, and the other video is all about a test and deca cycle I did at the start of the year. Mind on point, skin on point, gains on blast. I'm out.